Each year, the senior class is asked if they would like to vote and select one member of their graduating class as a speaker. This year, the class voted and selected Mr. Dan Gibbons.
First, would like to apologize because Emily made me realize that I never shared my snack when I was younger, so sorry guys, I like my food. Okay, here we go. 4 times 0.15 years ago, we were all entering the first grade. We were embarking on a journey. Little did we know that this was the beginning of something that would produce some of the greatest moments of our lives. I guess we weren't greatly knowledgeable back then. All I knew was that it was different than kindergarten. Now we had to come to school for a full day, and we didn't have nap time. Back then I didn't like nap time. You can't tell a child that has hopped up on sugar to lie down for an hour. Other adults can vouch with me that nap time should be required at work. Funny how we want them now, but never wanted them back then. This just in, get used to the sidetracking now. Anyway, back to the speech. Elementary school is full of new information. Basic reading, writing, and math skills were the makeup of most of our lessons. It seems to me that we spent a lot of time working on our cursive writing. I think just about every teacher told me I'd be using it the rest of my life. I remember thinking that if that was the case, I just may not survive. They must have thought we'd all be famous and have to sign our autographs often, because I sort of denied that whole cursive process. However, in honor of what I have learned, I wrote this whole speech in cursive. Don't believe me, I'm fibbing, which is a classic trait of a young student. Also, I'm not sure about the rest of the class, but I had a tough time with fractions as well. It took me quite a long time to realize that you can have a part of a number. Using a picture of a pie or a pizza was often the way to go about teaching it. Eventually it worked, but for a while, if my teacher asked me if I'd rather have 7/8 of a pizza or 1/2 of a pizza, I would tell them that I didn't think I could eat half of a pizza alone, so I'd go with 7/8. I also remember how they taught us patience by making us raise our hands after lunch in order to be dismissed for recess. I think there was only one other way to make a kid shake uncontrollably. And that was to make them sing the scale alone, with hand motions in front of their friends. This did help us get comfortable in front of our peers, though. As the years passed, the scale kept being sung in lower octaves. This started happening about the time they handed out deodorant to us. What a confidence boost that was. Anyway, that is when change really started to occur. We took some huge strides since then, seniors. We've gone from knowing our ABCs to associating with the ACTs. I think we all know which letter combination is better. We knew our fractions and our cursive even if we didn't have to use it. I can now eat a whole pizza, and pie is no longer just a food item, it is a number. Anyone who wanted to sing in front of others could do so. We could take part in athletics and go to dances. These events became more important as time went on, especially once we were able to drive. Let me break out the speech again for a second and just say hats off to you, Mr. Buck. My parents were worried enough teaching me to drive. You teach adolescents every day. I imagine you've gotten used to the butterflies over the years, or you've taken your share of Dramamine. I'm glad you do teach well, because it seems with time our lives become busier. We have successfully balanced our fun, education, athletics, etc. That is why we are here today. We are successful. The next step is different for many. Whether you're going to work or attend college, you'll be able to use what you have learned here at Pine Island. It will be a different world, but there's nothing that we can't handle. In fact, I've already traveled to my college for registration. For 3 hours I sat with a bunch of people that I didn't know. That's not an uncomfortable atmosphere at all, right? Automatically, we started to chat. One person asked me if Pine Island really was an island. I told her no, because it's pretty much the exact opposite of an island. A river runs right through the middle of our town. In the future, this question should be answered with a yes. We should tell people that it is an island. Then when they ask you later on why you're at this college or job, tell them you had no choice, you got voted off. So it is evident that the future brings up some challenges. Luckily, we have had great leadership throughout our lives here. To our faculty, families, and citizens of Pine Island, I extend a huge thank you to you all. You have helped us prepare for what the future brings. I hope you have had as much fun as we have had. I'm going to leave you with some words of advice from me. This is a poem I created in English this year. It stresses taking time to notice things and to go about life in steps in order to reach your goals. It's got a rhyme scheme. Okay. The importance of each step in a staircase is equal from bottom to top. You can take these steps any way you wish. You can even hop. Take them one step at a time, though, and you will prevail. Try and skip a few, and you have a greater chance to fail. It is possible to make it to the top by skipping some stairs. This type of person lives by risks and takes on dares. By skipping stairs, you set yourself up for a greater chance of flaw. Later, you may regret missing that step you wish you would have saw. It came out of nowhere, but skipping was your call. Now you find yourself worse off as you tumble and fall. No longer are you on pace of reaching a goal faster than ever before. You now find yourself moving in the opposite direction, headed for the floor. On the trip down, you realize you wish to hit every stair, even the ones you skipped. It will slow your downward momentum, which you created, all because you tripped. Maybe it takes a tumble to realize the importance of each stair's role. You can't reach the top in one step. You need all the stairs as a whole. It is still possible to be denied by taking your time and doing it right. You're less likely to create an error, though, and eat the dust that you may bite. So whether you walk, run, or hop, hit each step on your way to the peak. Your chances are much greater this way of receiving what you seek. With that in mind, seniors, I will leave you with this. Go out into the world and explore. Become something extraordinary. Don't try to hurry your life, because it will just make things more difficult. Take your time in finding yourself on your new journey. Don't forget what you've learned so far, or the memories we have shared. It's all been worth it. Come back to this island when you feel the need, because you were never kicked off, nor will you ever be. Our roots are here, and no matter where you go or how you change, you will always be a Panther. Finally, you most likely wouldn't fear something that can sit in your hands, so don't fear the future. Thank you, and good luck.